Hello, friend. Welcome to the Divinely Aligned channel. I'm Courtney, and I'm a channel of source consciousness that comes through me known as Zero. So Zero is basically my co-host here, and I will go into trance and channel them through for a message that your highest wants you to receive. This is what I was hit with this morning. I was not planning on coming to record, but here we are. I'm hearing a very loud message, and I'm also hearing that this message is not going to be for everyone. So make sure that as the message comes through, it's resonating for you. If it is feeling aligned, if it's resonating, if it's activating something in you, then listen and receive what it is calling you to see, to feel, to hear. That's how it works around here at the Divinely Aligned channel. I'm just here as a channel, streaming through source consciousness as they want to come through me. And all you have to do is receive what resonates, what feels in alignment with you. I am not here, and source is not here through me to convince you of anything. We are here to remind you. We are here to activate you. We are here to awaken you to your light, to your truth, to your power. So now I'm just going to go in and allow Zero to deliver the message. So if you want to, you can close your eyes and go inward with me fully, but at least breathe with me. We know you can breathe. So placing your hands on your heart and your belly if you want to, relaxing your shoulders, and just starting to focus on your breath. Feeling your breath move fully in and out of your being. Fully inhaling and fully exhaling. Allowing each breath to calm your nervous system, to open and expand you, to soften and surrender you. So on the inhales, just feel your being opening and expanding. On the exhales, just soften and surrender into now. Open to receive and present to feel. Hello, beautiful beings. Yes, we needed to come on today with a very urgent message. It is about to be the solstice when Courtney is channeling this message through. And whenever you're finding this, as most of you know, it is divinely timed, and you are receiving it when you are meant to receive the wisdom in however it resonates. But what we want to make very clear today, because we know that you are ready to receive it, is the fact that you are working too hard. You're trying too hard. That's it. We'll go deeper. Right now, the only thing that is stopping you, the only thing that is blocking you, the only way that you are not having things work out for you how you want them to is because you're complicating it. You're making it too hard. You're working too hard. You're trying too hard. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to fix. And we get that this is the hardest thing for you human beings to stop doing. Even when you feel like you're being lazy, most of the time you're actually working harder because you're shaming yourself and you're blaming yourself and you're guilting yourself, and you put yourself in these lower frequencies and vibrations that make it so much harder for you to exist. You are here to exist in the light, in the love. You are here to be in joy and bliss and happiness in the higher frequencies that bring inner peace, that bring clarity and calmness to your being, where you feel in non-resistance, where you're in flow, where you're allowing the frequency and energy to lead and guide you. That's how you're designed to be. So when you're seeking and searching, or you're avoiding and numbing and running, you're working too hard. And most of the time in your 3D world, you are committed to things, you're working on things, you're following through on things, you're doing so much to try and get things, to try and make things happen, to try and figure things out. And you need to stop. You need to stop. And we aren't saying don't work. We aren't saying don't create. We aren't saying don't do. But you want to be working. You want to be creating. You want to be doing. You want to be being from your divinity, from your truth, from your light, from your power that is going to feel easy and effortless and expansive for you. It's the things you love doing. It's the things that are innate within you. You all have innate genius within you. There is not a single human being on your planet that does not have innate gifts, magic, genius. You have passion, you have purpose, you have drive for what you love. And we understand a lot of you are not feeling like you even know what that is. And that's because you're at a place in your ascension where what you are here for is truly beyond what you have thought of, what you have conceived of, what you have tried or done. There is so much more here for you in the unknown as we keep making clear to you all. But the thing is that we keep bringing these messages through, and then we're feeling all of you trying to figure out what that is meaning, what it's telling you, what you need to do with this information. You're feeling the excitement, you're feeling the ignitement, you're knowing the wishes or the desires or the things you'd love to make happen, and then you're still trying to figure out how, or you're working so hard to fix the things that you feel you need to correct, to fix, to problem solve so that you can be worthy. Or you're keeping yourself trapped and stuck in choices, in decisions that are no longer aligned. And so when you're doing all of this work to keep yourself in a lower frequency, because that's where you feel you're supposed to be, that's why things aren't working out for you, because everything is here for you in higher frequency, in higher consciousness. And it's not something outside of you. It's in you. It's an embodiment. It's your presence. It's you being here and following what feels good. So when you're seeking and searching outside of you, you're missing the truth. You're missing the truth. And we wanted to bring through today more clarity, because we know that so many of you are right there. Right there. You're seeing it, you're getting it, you're feeling it, you're choosing you more and more, but you're still attached to behaviors and beliefs and choices that are making it hard. And that is then creating a reality where things are hard for you, where things aren't working out for you, where you're still feeling like you have to do. Your ego consciousness does not know how good it is when you let go. So it wants to hold on to what it knows. It is afraid of loss. Your subconscious mind, your unconscious programming, runs off of what it knows to do to keep you alive. So letting go of jobs or relationships or belief systems that are no longer aligned with your soul, with your heart, with your higher consciousness as you're awakening, as you're being you more, is then creating this dissonance within you. And so that's why you're not feeling the harmony that you're here to. You're here to live in harmony between your ego and your heart, your head and your soul. You're here to be in flow with all parts of you. You're here to feel in resonance. You're here to feel the excitement. You're here to feel. And to feel, you have to be present. And when you're here and you're present and you're feeling, you don't have to figure anything out. You just have to be there, because when you know something, you just know it. Like, think of anything in your life that you don't try and figure out. Think of all the things in your life that you don't worry about, you don't stress about, you don't try and figure out. The things that just happen. Maybe things you do or don't want, but they're just parts of your day. Like, you don't, every time you get in your car, try and figure out how it works, how it runs, how the tires spin, how the gas gets to the engine. You don't, for the most part. There's those of you that are fascinated by cars that know those things, but most of you get in a vehicle, turn it on, and drive. And that's what you're here to do in this human body. Take care of it, know it, love it, but trust it. You trust your vehicles for the most part more than you trust your human vehicle. And when you're here present and you're feeling the frequency and energy and you're allowing your heart and your soul to lead, you don't have to figure anything out because the quantum compass of your heart knows the way. It knows the way. It's magnetizing you to what is for you, and it's attracting to you what is for you. It's easy. It's effortless. As we've told you many times, the easiest thing for you to do is be you. The only thing hard about that is all of the ideas and thoughts and beliefs and behaviors that you have chosen that tell you differently. If you believe it's easier said than done, it's easier said than done. Whatever you believe is what then is going to create your actions and behaviors, which is going to create your reality. And we want today for you to shift your paradigm even more to believing in the fact that it gets to be easy for you. You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard, and there really is no such thing as trying. You're either doing or not doing. So in all of the not doing, but thinking about doing and figuring out how to do and figuring out what to do and why to do it, and all of this thinking that so many of you are doing instead of just being and creating, you're here to create. You're here to create. You're here to, yes, work, if that's the word you want to put, with showing up for a career, a job, a passion, a purpose, a hobby that you love. The words don't matter. It's the intention, it's the energy, it's the frequency. Every single one of you is here with a purpose, with power, with passion. And all of you here receiving this, those of you that now we have filtered through, and if you are still here listening to this, we are speaking to you because you know that you're here for more. You know that you are here to bring magic and miracles through that only you can. You are here to work for the divine, to be a channel of source consciousness consciously. You are here to live super consciously in the now, letting frequency and energy guide and lead you, being the alchemist of all of the memories, the history, the magic within you, and creating whatever you feel called to. And it's not hard. It's easy. It's effortless. It's what you're designed to do. It's what excites and ignites you. But here's the thing. When you choose to be you, you're going to stand out. You're going to be seen. You're going to be felt. You're going to be heard. And a lot of you have deep fears around that. But we promise you that it is safe now. You are in a different level of consciousness. You are in a higher frequency when you are choosing you. And so you choosing you is only going to, you are going to be seen by those who are also here to choose to see, to feel you. And those who are not in alignment with you anymore, they're not in alignment with you anymore. So you don't need to worry about it. It will all work out perfectly. You do not have anything to figure out. You just have to be. You are a divine being of light and love. You have a pure, clear heart. And that pure, clear heart that you have always had, that you have tried very hard to close, cannot. It can't. It's never been able to. You feel and you know. You feel and you know on purpose. You are sensitive on purpose. You feel other people's energies, frequencies on purpose. You see the truth. You know things. You just know. You don't need to make sense of it. You don't have to have proof. We know all of you know things and you don't know why you know them. You feel things and you don't know why you feel them. And we're here to tell you that's your superpower. You signed a contract with us to remind you of how powerful you are, of the fact that you chose to come here and wake up. Wake up to your divinity. Wake up on this journey and be the divine human being you're here to be. Having fun on the human journey while creating from your perfect frequency, the one that is tuned to your heart, because your heart is perfectly tuned. It's just that you need to stop resisting and avoiding your heart. And it's time for you to be embodied in your heart frequency, to be feeling it, to be allowing it to lead and guide you, not avoiding and ignoring it. You know, and we know this is for a specific few of you, but you chose this. You chose to have a heart that was awake the whole time you're here. It has felt all the things and it knows all the things. And you are here to follow it, to trust it. And so that is why there has been the disharmony, the incoherence, is because for a lot of you to try and avoid the pain that you had as a child when the world told you that things were different than what you felt, you are now waking up to the fact that that's not true, but you have a lot of protection mechanisms within you that are stopping you from fully feeling and leading and living in heart-based consciousness. You can access it and you have, but you're here to be here all of the time. Yes, still on a human journey, but you are here to be embodied in heart-based consciousness, following the light. Following the light. You are the frequency of light and love. That is your frequency. And that is why when you embody your true innate frequency consciously, choosing it, being you, you stand out so much. You are seen, you are felt, you are heard no matter what you're doing. And so it's up to you now to embody that with the confidence, with the knowing that this is who you're here to be. And there are so many here to see you embodied in your divinity. You are here to be a channel of light, a channel of love, an alchemist of light, an alchemist of love, a creator of light, a creator of love. And that happens through you doing what you love, what brings light to you, what you enjoy, what excites you. It is that easy. It is always this or better. There's so much not working out for you right now because it's not supposed to. You're making it too hard. You're overcomplicating it. You're not choosing you. You're sacrificing your light. You're avoiding the truth within you. And we're here today to remind you that that is not what you're here to do. You are here to be the embodiment of divinity. How that feels for you, only you can know. But we do know it feels good. We do know you feel at peace, at home, in harmony within you. You aren't resisting your truth, your reality. You're living it. You're on a human journey on purpose. There's going to be highs and lows and things that challenge you. You're here to evolve and expand, and you chose this experience. But now you get to live it in heart-based consciousness, seeing and choosing the light, the optimism, the faith, enjoying and living to the fullest every moment. You cannot numb and run and hide. You know this. You've tried. And we promise you, as soon as you fully, completely choose you, everything and everyone else will too. You are free. You are limitless. but you are bound right now to this human body. So the truth of you is boundless, but you chose to be in the density of this human experience. You are multidimensional. You are existing in many different dimensions. But right now, this is the most powerful you, the you that is here choosing to be the frequency of light, of love, consciously in a human body, being seen, bringing through the truth as it resonates for you. That is what Courtney is here doing. And we have led her on this journey to show you the way, but it's still your way. It is not. It is more and more comfortable for her, but it has not been a comfortable journey for her. She has a lot of deep insecurities about being wrong or being judged, because those of you that just know things without knowing them, those of you that have always seen and heard and felt the light, the love, the truth, but couldn't explain it when you were little, and then have been convinced it wasn't true, you have a lot of deconditioning, unbecoming to do. You have a lot of belief systems that are stopping and blocking you. But as soon as you choose to just be and embody you, you will see others see you as you are seeing her. And those of you seeing her, truly seeing her, she doesn't have to prove anything to. She doesn't have to convince you of anything, because this is a knowing. It's a resonance. It's the frequency and energy that you coded in you. So the more that you are in alignment, the more you will find messages, clarity, confirmation that comes through many beings that are here channeling, because every human being is here as a channel. But there's those of you that chose to do it consciously through what you love. And that will raise the frequency and consciousness of this planet. And you will be living in a world where, yes, you are still speaking your languages and communicating with other humans in certain ways, but you will be so attuned and tapped into frequency and energy that you will see, you will remember, you will experience that you really are here on a journey beyond words. And you know how to speak frequency and energy. It's your first language. It's what you came into this world, into your body doing and being. It's just when you're too little to know better, you get convinced that it's different. But the truth of you has always known the truth. And now you're here remembering. And that is all on purpose. And you don't need to renounce. You don't need to let go of. You don't need to kill your ego. Your self-consciousness, your programming will all upgrade to higher consciousness, to higher frequency. But you have to choose. You have to choose to be in heart-based consciousness, which means you have to be present and feeling. Ego-based consciousness is in your mind. You're thinking. And it's going to happen. You're going to have thoughts. You are going to think about things. Again, it's why you're on a human journey. It's just that your mind is not meant to lead you. It is not here to decide for you. It is not meant to make the choices for you. You make them from here in the now. And then all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom of your mind will be used by the truth of you, by your soul, by your heart, by your embodiment, by your channeling, by your alchemy. And it will be manifest into this world however it's meant to. And you don't get to know. When you can really understand that you don't get to know, then you'll really get how easy it gets to be. You all put so much pressure. You have so much anxiety and stress trying to figure things out. And we aren't saying that you're just going to not be responsible and not take care of yourselves or your family. That is all easy. You don't actually have to think about those things. You know how to do those things. The amount of time, effort, energy that you all put into trying to figure out and plan and make things happen and try and get things to be the way you want them to be in the future based on the way you don't want them to be from the past is exhausting. And at this point in your journey, you've done enough, you've proven to yourself enough, you're resilient enough, you can get through anything. So we're in here to encourage you today to choose, to devote to making it easy, to devote to living a life you love, to devote to choosing you, to following the frequency and energy. Because you're worthy and you're ready. And if you're receiving this message and it's resonating at all, that is all the proof that you need. Do you not want your future to be better than your past, no matter how great your past has been? Do you not want it to continually get better, more abundant? Do you not want to continue to experience bliss and happiness and love and connection and unity and oneness and harmony and all of the magical things of your world? That all happens in the unknown. Because otherwise, if you're not just following frequency and energy and creating what you want to create and exploring and expanding and expressing yourself as you feel called to, and you're in your mind thinking and trying so hard to figure things out, that's then the reality that you're living. So as you're going forward and you're following your heart, your soul, the frequency, the energy you're creating, you're doing what you want to, yes, then you're going to have ideas. Things are going to come through and you're going to make the plans and it's going to be easy for you. Like today, Courtney had the idea to do something for her family. She made the plan, she booked the things, and everything is set and done. She got the idea, it sparked in her heart. She knew it was the right thing to do. She took the steps to make it happen. And now everything's planned and it will play out how it's meant to. That's how you're designed to be, is here, trusting in the urges, in the callings, in the things that the newest version of you wants to do. As we've brought through lots, every moment is an opportunity to embody the oldest version of your limited you or the newest version of the limitless you. Because the limited you is in your mind, figuring it out. The limitless you is in your heart, feeling it out. And when you make plans, when you do things, when you create based in what your heart is calling you to do, they always work out for you. They always work out for you. And if it shifts and it changes, it's meant to. And you will know that in the now. Just like with anything in your life, if you look back, anything that didn't work out most of the time, if you really look at it, you can see why. Maybe you were making it too hard on yourself. Maybe you were forcing it, whatever it is. But now going forward, the more you live in alignment, the more you live the path of least resistance, you will be living in the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is a very real law on your planet. Like attracts like, the what you vibrate in the frequency of, you will receive. So when you are here, embodied in your truth, in your heart, you are in the frequency of you, which is the frequency of miracles. Because you here present is the miracle. That's all in anything you're ever wishing and wanting for. Anything you're wishing and wanting for. It is always so you can feel more pleasure in the now. Is always because you want to be happy. You want these things to work out. You want the material things. You want the love. You want the money. You want the things so that you can be present and enjoy your life. So that you can do the things you want to do. So that you can feel good in your body. Right? Anything that you're ever wishing and wanting for, the underlying reason for it is because you want to be present and enjoy and feel good. You want to be happy. So you here choosing to be present, choosing to do what you want to do is the miracle. That is the miracle. It's not about the money. It's not about the money, but it's about the money creating the freedom for you to do what you want to do. But if you're giving money the power and you're giving money all the energy and attention and you're working so hard for the money that you can't actually be present and enjoy your reality, then that's why you're continuing to look for more money, because you've given something more power than you. And the divine will not reward you for giving anything more power than you. So the more that you choose, we're not saying you can't get it, but you're most likely going to be sacrificing and settling in ways. And you are not designed to sacrifice or settle in any way. It is not meant to be hard. You are completely divinely designed perfectly. Perfectly. You have everything you need. It is easy to be you. It is easy for you to know what to do. You just have to trust and you have to be present and you will receive everything you need. And if you're feeling you need something and you're not receiving it, it's always because there's better. It's always because you're still limiting it. So when you just trust and you follow, you see that and it gets easy really fast, really fast. It's designed that way for you on this journey, not for everyone. So there's a lot of beings that are going to question you, that would be questioning Courtney if they were still listening. Maybe you are. The only way you can know what we're bringing through is if you choose you, as if you choose to trust in anything you're feeling right now. So we are not going to convince you, but we are going to ask you if what we are saying resonates within you, if it excites you. If it excites you to feel like if you trust you and you follow what feels good for you and you do what you want to do, everything will work out for you. You'll be living a life that you love and you don't have to figure out how or even what that is. You're just in the now. What would you enjoy? Where is the energy leading you? What expands you? Every one of you has what you need. You have an inner authority that is telling you how to make the decisions that are correctly aligned with you. But for so many of you aren't trusting in what is easy because you live in a world that has created these beliefs and ideas that it's complicated, that it's hard. So breathing now, fully, completely breathing in and out of your being, in and out of your belly. Just receiving anything you're feeling. So to go back to this original message, you're trying too hard. You're working too hard. Where right now can you see that you are trying too hard? You are working too hard. You're exhausting yourself. You're trying to fix or figure out or problem solve. Just breathing. You owning that, you allowing that, you seeing that is the first step, bringing the light of your consciousness to it. And then seeing that that is not true for you unless you choose for it to be. Now breathing into your heart. You can bring your hands to your heart if you want. Just breathing and feeling into your heart. And right here, right now. What is your heart calling you to do? What right now in this moment would feel good? What is exciting you? What is expanding you? What would you love to do, to choose to be for you? And just continue to breathe. We want to give you this tool. It is very easy, if you choose for it to be, to shift in any moment from ego-based consciousness to heart-based consciousness. And every time you shift from ego to heart, from mind to soul, from fear to love, it is a miracle. And all it requires is when you feel that you're in your mind, that you're thinking, that you're feeling the pressure, that you're feeling any lower frequencies, vibrations. The reason they don't feel good is because they are not innately who you are. Anything that does not vibrate at the frequency of the truth of you is not going to feel good to you. Everything that feels good to you is what is in alignment with the truth of you. It's that easy. So when you feel in any way out of alignment, when you're in a thought process, a frequency, an energy in any way that doesn't feel good, pause, breathe. You can always breathe fully, completely, driving, cooking, talking to someone, you can breathe, you can feel, you can connect into the truth within you. And just the act of fully inhaling and exhaling in and out of your body will calm your nervous system. And if you allow yourself to choose to just feel and breathe into your heart, drop into your heart, and ask your inner being what is true for you, what to do, and you will feel it, you will know. And your mind, your ego consciousness is here to learn, to evolve, to grow. So teach it, lead it, guide it. You are the soul. You are the power. And it's time for you to lead. So as you breathe and as you feel, again, what is your heart calling you to? What truth, what wisdom, what ahas, what knowings are coming through for you right now? You're here because it's time. Again, it's always time for you to choose you. So do it. You're the only one that can. No one else can do it for you. You are the only one. The power is in your hands. So consciously choose to create the reality that you want to by being the identity of you who is creating what you want to. You have to be the true you to know how good it gets to be for you. So you have to be living a life that is in support of you being you. So if anything in your current reality is not aligned with you being you, with you enjoying your life, with you allowing life to be easy and enjoyable and effortless, then it's simply not meant for you. Maybe just for right now. You can continue to choose to be in lower frequencies as long as you want to. You have free will. And it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. We just want you to live your full purpose, which is limitless. So when we see you, when we feel you limiting yourself, we can't not come through for you. And we come through in many ways other than through Courtney. But she is here to bring us through in her own unique way for those of you that signed contracts with her to be mirrored to be awakened by, to be activated by, through our words, through her. It's all divinely designed. And you don't have to trust it. You don't have to believe us. But you're still listening for a reason. And all we're really telling you to do is to be you, is to choose you, is to have fun. Is to let it be easy. To stop working so hard. To stop trying so hard. Because trying is not a thing. You're either doing or not doing. So all of the effort to try something, that trying energy is exhausting you. Just either create what you want to create or don't. Okay. We love you so much. Thank you for raising the consciousness, raising the frequency of this planet. You are doing the good work and you are winning. It's just there's so much more for you here. And we want to see you receive it all. You get to have it all. Everything that is for your well-being, for you to have the best life ever. We'll let Courtney come back through now. There's so much more we want to say to you, but we know we have just activated a lot, so we want you now to go and choose you. And we'll be back tomorrow with more magic for you. We love you so much. Enjoy. Hi, friends. At the end of that one, when I opened my eyes, I just started crying. I just felt overwhelmed with emotion and like relief. So then when I listened back to the channeling, as I always do before I come back on here with you, I got why, and I could feel you all, and I could feel myself. And it really is easy. It is easy. And it is so much more fun when you let go, when you just let go of thinking that you can ever know. All of the needing to know, all of the needing to prove, all of the needing to fix and figure out is just limiting us. And when you allow yourself to just trust and surrender, it continues to get easier. It took a while for me to get here, so I get if it feels overwhelming to just trust in the unknown, but just take it one step at a time. In case you don't know, that is why my company is named Divinely Aligned, because this channeling a long time ago is what I kept coming back to that got me here, which was one divinely aligned step at a time. And I had alarms set in my phone that would go off throughout the day that asked me what the divinely aligned step was. And I always use that as a cue. So maybe you should do this too, to just pause and feel what the frequency, what the energy was calling me to do. And if anyone's confused in how to do that, like what is exciting you? What would you like to do right now without thinking? As soon as you're thinking, you're in your ego. We aren't ignoring and renouncing. We just aren't allowing our ego to lead anymore in heart-based consciousness. The only way to live and lead in the 5D, in the new earth, in these higher levels of frequency and consciousness is through love, is through our hearts. But we are still here on a human journey, so we're still going to have identities and egos and subconscious programming. It's just now we allow our superconscious mind to lead and guide, and then our programming and our ego will all get recoded and will live aligned with the life that we love living. There just takes a little bit of time in the shift in between, but it's a lot faster than the amount of time it took us to get here. And it just takes you choosing you. And the more you choose you, the more all parts of you will see that it's safe and that you do show up with you or show up for you, because most of us, myself included, you here, if you're still here, then I know all of that filtered you through, and you are here because you are resonating with this and with me. And I'm so humbled. I'm so humbled that you're here, and I'm so humbled that I am here on this journey and that I get to be this conduit of zero and your highest self and all the magic I'm here to bring through. And I'm very humbly accepting it now because, well, it's what I'm here to do. And where was I going with that? Squirrel. Oh my goodness. Where was I going? I don't know where I was going, but I do know, the divinely aligned thing. So that was me when I would find like my ego, my overthinking mind, which is, I have a very good, very strong pattern within me that loves to overthink, that loves to figure out, that loves to perfect, that loves to know all the answers, because my whole life being a channel and not understanding how or what or why I knew things, I felt this need to have the answers and to prove and all of that. So now knowing that that just takes away all the magic and limits it, it's so much easier. But I still see the patterns wanting to pop up of wanting to figure it out. So whenever on this journey of being me, the true me, whenever I feel myself shifting into ego-based consciousness, I take it as an opportunity to find another miracle, to create a miracle, to shift from the fear to the love, to shift from my ego to my soul, to shift from my head to my heart. And it's just pausing and consciously breathing. It is that easy. And I'm not saying like if you're in a situation where things may be complicated and hard, you may still feel frustration or anger or sadness, but the more that you choose to be here and be present and be conscious, you become more and more clear on what you're truly here for, what feels good for you, what is calling to you. You start to learn how to follow your quantum compass of your heart and trust your inner authority, whatever that is for you. I really do plan to bring through, because I've been bringing it through in Superconscious Mastery and it seems to be blowing minds, my bringing through human design, which I was a human design reader for many years. I love human design, but I don't love human design in the 4D way, in the problem solving and fixing way. I love human design in the using it as a tool for knowing the truth of us, for decoding our soul print, for embodying more of who we are. It's really fun when you use it in the 5D. So I will bring through more of that. But where I was going with that is that our inner authority in human design is very true. It is very much the key in how we're designed to make decisions. And so for me, I'm sacral inner authority. So it's it's a yes or no. It's very clear for me. And I didn't trust that for almost all of my life, because we always think we need to be in our minds, we need to be in our heads, we need to have a logical understanding or knowing or figure out why we're going to do what we're going to do and where it's going to lead us to and how we're going to pay for it or who's going to pay us for it or how someone's going to feel about it. And we can't know. We can do as much figuring out as we want to. And most likely what we thought we had figured out about something, it's going to end up being different. Life is meant to be lived. It's meant to be felt. It's meant to be experienced. It's not meant to be figured out. Not in the 5D, not in the new earth. There's many beings doing that in the old earth, in the 3D, in the matrix, in the 4D. And I'm leaving that role to them because that's what their soul chose. But I know if you're here with me, your soul chose to live in the heart-based way. And the more that you really trust in that inner compass, and you can only know. So yes, things like human design and astrology and all that can give us clues and keys, but it's a feeling. You are an experience to be felt, the truth of you, the light of you, the divinity of you. So only you can know what that feels like within you. And the more that you feel that and you embody that and you share that, as I am here, the more the people that are here to see you in your light will see you. And the more you will see who's aligned with you when you're in the light. And we don't have to protect and close or try and close. We can't close our hearts. We don't have to protect them or avoid them or ignore them. Our hearts are the strongest force in this world. The electromagnetic field of our heart is the most powerful part of us. And when you don't deny it and resist it and you feel it and you trust it, life gets so good. So good. So know you're doing it. I wouldn't resonate with you. You wouldn't be on this ascension journey of already doing it in many ways. I just know that Zero's message today was that we're here to be in heart-based consciousness, being easily, effortlessly us as we're designed to be in every way. We aren't here to make it hard or struggle or suffer or force or push or work hard in any way. You can work, but you're choosing to work at what you want to. You're choosing things you love doing that are easy, that are innate, that you get to share your magic, to share. Yes, you're still going to choose to do things that challenge you. That's a part of this journey. We're here to learn. Knowledge is a superpower to our egos, to our minds, but we want to be giving the wisdom and the knowledge to our minds, to our egos, that is actually aligned with what we want to do, with what we want to embody, with what we want to share with this world. So follow and learn and be challenged by the things that you enjoy. As I've brought through many times, doing a daily YouTube channel has been a challenging journey, more so for my insecurities than anything. But every single moment of this process, no matter how challenging tech or anything has been, I have always known through resonance that it's what I'm meant to be doing, rather than when I've worked jobs or been in courses or done things before that I thought I needed to do or I should do. And even if it was easy, I hated it. It didn't feel aligned. I didn't like it. Or I was really challenged by it and I felt stupid because I couldn't understand it. There's a difference. And I know you know this. So all of you that are confused by this, yes, we're still going to be challenged by learning new things, but you know that there's a reason you're learning this, that it's expanding, it's evolving you, and you want to be there. You're present. If you're there expanded by something, if you're present, if you're enjoying it, or challenged by it, you know. But if you're there doing something you don't want to do and you're not present and you're avoiding and you're exhausted, it's a different experience. And I know you all get this. So stop letting yourself talk yourself out of choosing you. It's the only thing you're here to do. And the more you choose you, the easier it will be to make all the human choices and decisions that you need to live a life beyond your wildest dreams, which is what I'm here to do. I'm here to bring through daily the messages I'm meant to so that you can live a life that you love because you love yourself so much that you're creating everything that you want to. So if you're new here and this resonated for you, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you want to. And what do I want to know today from you? I'm really loving this, by the way, just asking random questions and having you share in the comments. First of all, as always, let me know where in the world you are anchoring the light today. And today, let me know, let's do a fun one. Let me know your favorite way to play. Let me know your favorite way to play. And in case you don't know, I'm throwing a party. I'm throwing a party and you are invited. It is happening on January 1st, 2025, which is just crazy to say, but January 1st, 2025 at 1 p.m. PST for 5 hours, we're going into the mystery. We're going into the unknown. We're starting this year not knowing. We're starting this year connected to the truth of us that is beyond words. I'm just getting more excited by the day for this. So if you feel called, there's a link below to explore the very few words that Zero gave me to put out to explain it, because it's really the more you can just show up without any expectations other than miracles and magic and just be open to what your highest wants you to see and feel and experience. I know that this experience is going to be an experience of you for at least that 5 hours embodying your highest self, your highest frequency, your highest consciousness, because you always have the ability to. Your highest self is really within you. It's just being at a level of frequency and consciousness where you are embodying that version of you. And that's my goal here. And for 2025, if I'm setting any goals, it is to be me, to be embodied in the highest frequency me at all times. And that to me is present, trusting in what feels good consciously. So if you feel called, join us. And there's other things and stuff down there. If you're curious about ways to work with me outside of YouTube. I know this came through, I think. Yes, Zero said that, or brought up that tomorrow is the solstice. So know that this message found you today because this shift that we're going through right now, you can't avoid. And all that's being asked of you is that you choose you to be in the frequency of what's fun for you, what you enjoy, what's easy. Because the more that you embody that, the more that you choose that, the more higher consciousness will see you choosing that. And then your super consciousness will, through the frequency of your heart, it will lead and guide you to what you're truly here for, which is love and light and magic miracles. Okay, another long one. Every day I'm like, if I could do these in like 10, 15 minutes, I would have a lot more time to create more things, but apparently not. That's okay. I know this message was perfect today. I love you. Bye, friends.